Welcome to another In Wheel Time podcast.
Welcome to the In Wheel Time Car Talk Show today, coming to you from the Lone Star Street Rod Association's 50th anniversary state run in Granbury, Texas. And it's Father's Day weekend, isn't it?
It is indeed.
Just ahead, another guest from this 50th anniversary celebration. Also, I'll give you my thoughts on driving the 2025 Chevrolet Equinox EV. And Jeff has the Motor Minute in this segment of the In Wheel Time Car Talk Show. Howdy, along with Mike out of this world, Mars. We always need more Jeff Zekin. Chief Engineer David Ainsley got out of bed this morning and joined us here in Granbury.
Yep.
It's a miracle. I'm Don Armstrong. Thanks so much for joining us. We appreciate you. Mr. Mars, why don't you introduce our next guest?
So this is Kristen Gibson. I'm sitting there putting an R where there's not one. Kristen Gibson from the Granbury CVB. And she's one of the big sponsors out here at the event, has been since they started coming up here in Granbury.
Absolutely.
So glad you're here to join us.
Thanks for having us here today. We love having y'all in town and seeing all
You don't know
the
that yet because we haven't left town yet. So there's history to be made.
Yes.
We might make it after the show today.
That's perfect.
Is it?
The
police?
city motto,
You know, I haven't seen any Granbury police. Do you have those here?
we do.
Do
We
ya?
do. So watch
Really?
out.
We
They're
didn't
the
see any
ones that-
last night either.
They're
Move
the
that
ones that told us we had to be out of
microphone a
town.
little
Okay, sure, gotcha. Our city motto is where Texas history lives. So if you make some while you're here, we would love that.
It's on the. There's a
Make
tank
some
out
Texas
here.
history.
There's a water tank out here with that. It's got bricks on it. But yeah, we were told to be out by 4.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. We
Yeah.
out of town by 4.
Otherwise,
They're
they
just
will.
running you out of town?
Yeah.
They
running
will.
me out
They
of
will escort us right out to the city limits.
I think we'll take good care of you while you're
God,
here.
thank you. Yeah, well, you always do.
You
and we
have already.
appreciate it.
This-
You know, the
for this.
hospitality here is absolutely
Incredible.
stupendous. It
It
really
is.
is. And you guys
It's
do
unheard.
such a great job at all of the hotels. They're all in tune with what's going on with these guys. The Lone Star Street Rod Association. It is it's remarkable because we have been to events where, who are you again?
Oh, no.
And they don't really do that here. They know why you're in town.
Well, that's an effort on everyone's behalf. So we love our visitors here, and so we try to do our best to get to know you and get to know what you like and how we can best be of service to you while you're here. So
And you know, and that's one of, I think, the draws of coming to Granbury, because I'll be honest with you, no offense, but I will tell you that I didn't know about Granbury until we got invited up here by the Lone Star Street Rod
Exactly.
Association. We came up here and we go, dang,
Where's this
kind of
been all our
nice.
lives?
Yeah, why? Because it's off the beaten path. Let's face it.
Sure.
I mean, if you're from Fort Worth, you probably know where
Yeah.
Granbury is.
Yeah.
Being from the Houston area, it's out of the way. We have to come up Highway 6 and through Bryan College
Well,
Station.
that's the scenic route.
sure, that's how I go to Houston. So
There-
that's perfect.
There you go. But you got to admit, I mean, it's kind of a back way to get up here.
Sure.
Because the first time I came up here, I went I-45, mistake,
Yeah.
through Ennis,
Yeah.
and then traveled, out to L.A. and back to get here.
Well, when you're in beautiful cars like these, you like to take those scenic back roads. So
well,
we
I,
hope
well
you'll
I,
find
I
us.
wasn't driving a beautiful car, and that would have been a whole different story. But, yeah, and, it's funny because you've got vehicles here from pretty much all over the state of Texas, and I think even beyond. We've been kind of focused in on the Texas guys that are here only because they're available and they had some really nice rides,
Sure.
And that kind of goes hand in hand with this event and the fact that it's a wonderful mix of hot rods and resto mods and cars that somebody goes, what do you call that again? Yeah, it's a truck or a station wagon or whatever the case may be. So it's a very unique event. And I will say that I thought, man, is everybody going to wind up showing up tomorrow? Because we didn't get the vibe when we were here yesterday afternoon. And I've never seen the park more full.
It's really full this year. It looks
Yeah.
like we've got a great turnout.
Yeah.
Like he said, exact opposite of what we were last night. We were thinking there's a lot of spaces open, but
Not
you're right.
today.
No, not today. And we had no trouble getting into the restaurant. We went over to Vito's.
Vito's.
Ooh, they have a really good menu over there.
Yeah, they do. If you're into,
And it's reasonably priced.
Yes,
It's
absolutely.
not out of the world on a family of 4 with their kids, whatever. It's affordable.
And their portions are giant,
Oh,
so
they
you
are.
end up with
Yeah, yeah.
lunch for the next
Yeah.
day.
That-
Very
that's it.
possible.
The other thing I wanted to remind everybody of, we're not going to go there today, but we understand that there is a great eatery in the downtown area that you got to get reservations like a month or two in advance.
Yes.
And what's the name of that?
It is Christina's American
Yes.
Table, and it is in the bottom floor of the newly restored historic Nuthouse Hotel.
The Nuthouse, yes.
Fantastic food. So, yes, you definitely need a reservation, so hop on in there if you get a chance.
Now-
Tammy described that for us last time she was on the air when we were in the studio, but
Yeah,
yes.
it's great, and it's at the bottom of the hotel. You know how many rooms the hotel has in it?
They have, I believe it's 7 rooms.
7 rooms.
And it is beautifully restored. It had
What does that take, about a year to get a reservation there?
no, you can on certain occasions hop in. So it's a really beautiful, freshly restored property. We recommend about 3 months out if you have the opportunity to make your reservation there. But it is fantastic.
But you know what reminds me of, you've got a beautiful park, you've got the lake, wedding events.
Yeah.
You can
all
stay
that.
at the hotel, you know, as a private area of 7 rooms.
And
It's like you're
downtown
not
is
gonna be
not that
bothered.
far from here. How many miles?
It's less than a mile. You can walk up and I walk up and down this
Yeah.
all the time. So it's a really, the way our city is situated is so fun because we've got the conference center here, the Hilton Garden Inn next door.
Yep.
We've got the trolley that runs for free on the weekends. So really, if it's not within a walkable space for you, you can just hop on the trolley for free on the weekends.
Is that every weekend, not
Every
just for not
weekend.
just for the tour, but it's
Right.
every weekend?
Every
How about
weekend.
that? That's pretty cool.
Friday,
we also
Saturday,
understand
Sunday.
that you guys have a fantastic Christmas holiday season.
Ooh, we do.
With all the lights and all that good stuff.
Absolutely. It kicks off the day after Thanksgiving with our parade. And then Santa's house is open all season long. And then we also have a country Christmas petting farm that families can come and see all kinds of great little animals. Even a little wallaby is out there. And so you get to do the little petting farm, do your Christmas shopping, and it's just a magical experience.
When did Granbury get the reputation as a destination place?
Man, I moved here 20 years ago. I've seen a lot of really great changes and updates. It's been really thoughtful and well done. So even back, my husband remembers coming here as a kid. So probably
It's
the
kind of like a
60s.
well-kept secret for us down in Houston.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. And it's, I would guess, you probably pull from mainly the Fort Worth, Dallas areas.
Yes, that's our biggest draw because
Yeah.
it's so close, and it's
Yeah.
once you hit a certain point, it's just kind of all the stress melts away, and you're in this beautiful.
What is it? Is it a couple of hours from DFW Airport?
It's about an hour and 10 minutes or
Okay.
so.
It seemed like a lot longer after I got off that airplane flight from Denver and landed there, picked up the car and came down here. I'm thinking, my God, I've been on an airplane or in a car for the past year.
But if
But
you're
it
coming
was-
from Houston, it's about a 4-hour,
Right.
4.5-hour drive. Depending
3
on
hours and
traffic.
58 minutes.
Woo!
Yeah, Jeff
Man,
timed
you
it
hit it
down.
good.
Timed it.
Yeah, and we had a couple of stops.
Yeah, we did.
One at Cefco
Oh,
and the
yeah.
other one at Buc-ee's.
Oh, at Buc-ee's, of course, you have to stop there.
Yeah.
But there's lots of great ways. It's just such a cool place to come to, and it's not too far from just about anywhere in this area in Texas, and so it is a little sleepy-ish vacation town, but it has so many amenities, lots of live music, lots of great places to eat. So it's a fun place.
Well,
to
the
hang
other
out.
thing is that I don't think that we focused enough on, and that would be the lake.
Mm-hmm.
And the fact that I would imagine that there are a lot of weekenders that come up here for lake, even, Verbo or whatever it is
yeah.
that they're doing that. But I would imagine that at this point, they're quite a real place to call home now for a lot of people, that this used to be the weekend house and now it's
the
a
house.
real, yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That they live here year round.
Yep, and you can actually, any time of year, you can hop on visitgranbury.com. We have a webcam that points at the lake, so
Yep.
it's the lake cam.
Yep.
And if you just need a moment of zen or you want to check out how the lake conditions look like, you can hop on that anytime and check it out. So you can see people water skiing or having fun on their boats all day long. So we like to check it out every once
Do
in a
you live on the
while.
lake?
I don't live on the lake. I live
Okay.
just off the lake, but it's a really easy trip too. So
So are you going to go on the big cruise tonight?
the big cruise tonight, I am not going on the big cruise
Because you weren't
tonight.
invited?
Well,
Well, we're
maybe.
not in charge of anything, but we're inviting you to. Have you ever been on an old car cruise like this?
I have not.
You need to go.
I do
Seriously.
need to go.
You really do. And hitch a ride. Somebody will give you a ride and go on the, I think it's a 23-mile cruise. I don't remember.
That sounds about
They
right.
go-
I wasn't
About right. I
exact-
think it's around the lake,
Yeah.
so it'd be
Something
about
like
right.
that. Yeah.
Well, that's quite a ways around, so
It
it'll
is.
be fun.
But yeah, with all these hot rods all
Oh,
lined
yeah.
up and going through intersections, I know when we did the hot rod tour of Texas, there were certain towns that we had police escorts, and they'd block off the streets, and all the kids would come out, and be a big parade.
Yeah,
But it was a moving parade, so once we were out of town, we're done.
that's fun.
It is fun. So I would encourage you to check that out if you've never done that.
Absolutely will. I know these guys are planning to hit the road in a little while and head out to some of our assisted living facilities and greet some people. So that always puts a smile on everyone's face for sure. And so we love that part of this group because that is such
You're
a cool
too young to know, but do you have the Munster coach here?
I haven't seen it.
You haven't seen it? You know what I'm talking about?
I do know what you're
Okay.
talking
Why
about.
would you bring that up?
Seen it on reruns.
I guess.
and Grandpa's casket.
That's okay. Yeah.
Is it in there?
No.
No,
We
it's
should go
no,
check it out.
No,
not here.
it's actually an actual vehicle, but it's a casket, and Grandpa sits at the back of the casket and drives it.
I have seen that. I
Yeah.
actually have seen the Munsters, I promise.
Yeah. Okay. Just checking.
Don't
Well,
ask. Don't
it's
ask.
great. So you're going to take some of these cars and go around to the nursing homes around here. And so what is planned? Do we have a band coming in later today here?
No, the group is heading down to the new Granbury Live, and they're going to see a Heart tribute band
Yes,
this evening.
yes,
So
we heard
that's
about
really
that, yep.
exciting. So we're really happy for them to be doing that. That's a great concert. So a lot of people are hopping on over
But
there.
how many
afterwards.
people does that seat?
I was going to ask about that, yeah.
It's a small venue, so it's just I believe it's just around 200. It's a pretty tiny place. So
It used to be a movie theater, didn't it?
that one did not. It was it used to be a car dealership, I believe, and
even
then
better.
Even how appropriate.
Yeah, exactly.
now it's
Come on
turned
into the service department. We'll check your tires, and you can hear a concert
and you
while
can have
you're
a show.
Yeah.
So it's a really cool venue. It's touted as one of the most intimate venues in Texas, and so it's a really cool place. You're really up and close with your talent, so it's fun.
I played in a gig at a textile mill one time.
Really?
Yeah. It
Was
a
there sewing machines in there?
No, it's a venue now, but it used to be a textile warehouse or whatever. They had silos and things for all the stuff.
Cotton and stuff.
Yep.
The nylon, Dacron,
Rayon.
rayon.
Rayon was big, yeah.
I remember him.
Wore glasses.
That was Ray Rayon.
Oh.
Listen, don't get me started with that.
It's hot out here. He's lost
Yeah,
take his
exactly.
shirt off.
Well,
He
I've already
already
done that
did.
once,
He did that
twice
one.
actually.
If you
there's
haven't noticed, he changed into white because we just put so much pressure on him.
So if you've got a group and you want to come to Granbury, who do you call?
Actually, you call me.
There you go.
So Kristen Gibson at the Convention and Visitors Bureau at Visit Granbury, and I help groups get all the way from their planning stages to getting their hotels, their venues.
And how much is
off-site
that service
activities.
fee?
It is free.
See
we are
there?
a city
So,
service, so
an event planner free.
pretty
free.
much. Yeah.
So you could plan weddings and stuff like that
Yeah.
too?
we assist the family in planning the wedding. We don't
see,
plan
yeah,
the wedding.
yeah. We're
Well,
not
assistant
gonna
is
do
good.
that.
But we'll do welcome bags like
You
we do for
direct them to
everybody
where,
here.
yeah.
We make connections with different places that they might need to know about, like some transportation services, different
Dinner,
restaurants.
Vito's.
Restaurants. Vito's. Isn't that a great place for groups to
Try
go?
the veal.
And how
tip
about,
your
how
waitress.
about La Familia?
Oh, excellent.
Is it La
Is it?
Familia or
Mi Familia.
Mi Familia.
And it's fantastic. So we've got a lot of really great independently owned restaurants here in town. We've got some, staples that people know from all over.
You got a
the country.
Popeyes up here?
We don't have a Popeyes yet, but we do have a lot of chicken restaurants on 377.
Yeah, you do. We
There was
went
that
to one.
Babes. Was it Babes Chicken?
Babes is right here.
That
on
was the
That's
pig
the one,
place.
yeah.
That was the pig barbecue. Babes.
No, it's where
Did
the staff sings every now. Like every 10 minutes, your server gets in a group with all the other servers and they sing a song.
And if it's your birthday, they get you to do the chicken dance. It's
Yeah,
very
it's-
fun.
Yeah.
There
And they give you a big chicken hat. It's great. So always
Okay,
something
so I
fun
guess
going on.
Popeyes is out of business right now. Here. You had too much competition.
Exactly.
But
How
we've
much fun?
Got lots of great places to eat. And
Well,
lots
I
of-
think that the interesting thing about it, this is a car-centric venue
Yes.
and city, and you welcome hot rodders to come up here, behave themselves, but clearly,
Yes.
this group, I think, pretty much behaves themselves. They sowed all them wild seeds a ways back. You understand what I'm saying?
But this isn't obviously the Lone Star Street Rod Association come here every year.
Yes.
But next week it might be something else.
Yes.
And the week after something else.
So we have over 40 events a year that
There you
happen
go.
here in Granbury. So 2 years ago, the legislature assigned us the title of the celebration capital of Texas because we
All
do
right.
have so many great celebrations, and we love to embrace other people's celebrations and help them make them bigger. So as we mentioned earlier, the services we provide for events, we love to help people celebrate. So any way we can do that, we love to.
You know, all I can think of is what would be a great destination for something like the with the Hot Rod Tour of Texas, is line up her here, and then coordinate all of this with another destination down the road. I don't know, Sealy, Belleville.
Yeah, come up the north side, come up that. Yeah.
Whatever. Coordinate them all so you could have overnight stops in each of these places just as a pass-through.
Come up from
have your little
Victoria.
car
Yeah.
show, right?
Exactly.
Stop by the drive-in movie theater, et cetera, et cetera. Great stuff.
Lots of good times.
You're welcome, and I
Yeah,
won't charge
just
you for
connect
that.
it
It'll be a
up.
trade.
Because it is his free service that he allows.
You connect us to other people who
Yeah,
will connect
yeah.
them back to you. I love that.
Yeah, we do
But
too.
we have a Corvette show that's fantastic here. We've got
Who does the Corvette show? Let me
So the
write this
Brazos River Corvette Club, they have a Corvette show in October, so they'll be with us again this year. We've had some really awesome shows here.
He owns a Corvette.
Oh,
Does
cool.
the Corvette Club come to Hewlett Park?
They actually go to the square and they set up around the square.
Even
it is
better.
jam-packed
Yeah.
full of Corvettes. It's a really fun day. So we
We need information so we can get him up there.
Oh, we'll
with
get
that.
you up there, no
Yeah.
problem.
Get
Okay.
him up there.
Good.
Now you know somebody who knows something, so we'll
Yeah.
get you connected in. I love it.
Love it too.
We'll take
Kristen,
care of it.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely.
We appreciate you. Thank
we
you.
are so grateful to have you here and hope that we'll see you again next year.
And I hope Tammy's watching if she is. So hello,
We'll
Tammy.
give her a big
Yeah.
hello. Hey, Tammy.
Tammy.
Just ahead, a review of the 2025 Chevrolet Equinox EV and Jeff's Motor Minute after a quick break here on the In Wheel Time Car Talk Show.
The Tex-Mex dining experience is defined by Lupi Tortilla, your destination for Texas's best beef fajitas and frozen margaritas. Since 1983, Lupi Tortilla has served authentic and time-tested recipes made with the freshest ingredients. Atmosphere is part of the award-winning experience at Lupi Tortilla, all developed in a little house near Highway 6 and I-10 in West Houston. Visit any of the Lupi Tortillas and you'll see the same attention to detail in each and every location. Start your Lupi experience with queso flammeado and guacamole, along with a classic frozen margarita. Dine on famous Lupi beef and chicken fajitas, or pepper shrimp brochette, or a fish or vegetarian entree, and finish with a scrumptious flan for dessert. Find Lupi Tortilla in Houston, College Station, Beaumont, Austin, San Antonio, and Dallas-Fort Worth. There's a Texas location near you. The recipes are authentic and time-tested. The ingredients always fresh. Lupi Tortilla, he's pretty good. The NWell Time Car Talk Show thanks you for 14 wonderful years. Yep, our first show aired May 7th, 2011 on a local radio station. Then it was a move to the digital world and social media, and you followed. Thank you. We continue to build and grow our fan base, and it's all because of you and your auto enthusiast friends. We appreciate your support. It's always great to see you at our remote broadcasts, and we hope you'll continue to stop by and say hello. It's been a great ride, and we hope to bring you more fun and adventure right here on the NWell Time Car Talk Show.
Hi, and thank you. I want to remind you that next week we'll be back inside the Sugar Shack studios with more automotive insider guests and our regular features, including Guess the Sold Car Price, our story of the week, recalls, etc., etc., etc. Or, as somebody once said, etc., etc., etc. Are you yelling at? Huh?
Yeah, it's me. Sorry, I apologize. I was trying to get his attention.
So all that's coming up on our regular live show next Saturday, 10 to noon Central Time at In Wheel Time, YouTube, and Facebook. Time now for Jeff's Motor Minute.
You betcha. Now, we often do this when we get them. We don't get them that often. We like them more to happen, but we've got some new subscribers. They subscribe to In Wheel Time Car Talk Show, and if you want to send us a note or whatever, communicate with us.
Who's a subscriber?
We're getting there. So it's just information that we can share with you. You've got Eunice McGlynn. She sent us, or I believe it's a she, might be a he, new subscriber to In Wheel Time. And then we've got Rube Winther, who is also a subscriber. I'm not pronouncing that right, so I apologize to you. But thank you for being a subscriber. So we're going to get that done. Now, if we get so many of them, Mike will come to your house and make you breakfast or cut your lawn or something. So we'll do that in a drawing.
I don't know if you want him to make your breakfast.
Well, that could be. So another
not
thing
after what he ate this morning.
The other thing that we're going to talk about a little bit in this minute is the truth about NASCAR and their Prime Video venture. Amazon Prime streams the NASCAR Cup Series, average of 2.27 million viewers through these last 3 races.
That's all.
It's down 21% from last year's 3 equivalent races on regular TV, which is a 2.88 million view. So the viewership took a hit. Prime Video lit up where it matters most and posting 32% spike among the 18 to 34-year-olds, which was 11% gain. 18 to 49-year bracket was a 21%, which is a bump. But in the 25 to 54-year-olds kind of went down. So that's the give and take of it. However, audiences 55-plus dropped 40%, resulting in an overall viewership decline of 21% because they're on the Prime Video service. They're not on a regular Fox or CW or NBC. They're going to these subscriptions, and it's starting to hurt them. Don't know if it was a good idea, but I'm sure they'll work it out. So as the TV streaming debate rages on, one of the most fans of this is Dale Earnhardt because he's on the program. So he's
and actually he does a very good job, I thought.
He does. He does a very, very good job. So it's not like the TNTs or the TSBs or TSNs and all that stuff, but it's less than football. A lot of the ratings are less than football. So.
Well, they've got some work to do.
They do.
It's it's really out of control.
Same thing with NHRA. They go and, well, NHRA is a little bit different. It's kind of same but different because they'll say a live broadcast of the finals, and it was like 6 hours ago on some obscure channel. So
their channel.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't buy
Crazy.
into that, and I'm not subscribing to the NHRA.com thing.
No,
so
not doing
that's
that
not
either.
going to happen because they're going to charge me, $150 to watch the races.
And
guess what? No.
We love it. I mean, I love watching it. We've
need
got,
to go- they need to
Erica
go-
Enders is a friend of the show. We're a fan of hers. We know the family. We've got, Antron Brown is a frequent guest, but it's not them that's doing it. It's the NHRA organization. So that's.
Have you seen all the brouhaha with her team?
Yeah, and the what was it? I just forgot what it was. It was about a valve stem. They put double valve stems on the.
No, it was
a double valve stem, and they said you can't do that.
Well, it's only because it's got a liner.
Yeah,
in it.
and they said you can't run a liner. Yeah. But they did it. They asked permission. They said, well, yeah, I guess so. And then when it came to the bottom line, they said they disqualified the run.
Cheaters.
Yeah.
They're all the whole thing is a big cheating thing.
I think the officials, one official's got all the power, and the other one thinks they've got all the power, and another one thinks they got all the power, and none of them have the power.
I say power to the people.
Power to
what
the
do
people.
You say?
I think we should do it.
All right. Time now for this hour's car review. I drove recently the 2025 Chevrolet Equinox EV. Final assembly location is Ramos Arizpe, Mexico. Oh. It's available in the LT and the RS models. I had the LT. This is a small SUV. You may consider it a station wagon. Seats 5 people. All new in 2024. Swoopy aero look with an attractive overall EV look. And not that I'm a huge EV fan, but I do like this one. Extra large C-pillar could hamper the rear visibility at first until you get used to it. It's where you use your cameras. Hopefully they work. Closed front fascia design is integrated into the overall look and not an afterthought like so many of them are. Mm-hmm. Two-tone paint available to customize the look. I had a black top and a blue paint job on the majority of the vehicle. Wheels are integrated into the overall look. What could use improvement? Nothing. We like it. Interior highlights include cloth or faux leather or both. It's customized to you depending on the trim level and options that you have. Attractive and functional dash put you in charge. HVAC controls are below the center vent that keeps the dash neat looking. I wrote that. Seating is comfortable. Cargo Small, but useful size with the second row up. What I liked about it, self-driving is available if you want to do that. Why? I don't know. What could use improvement? Well, there's no Apple CarPlay. Why?
Oh.
Why?
I'll be darned.
I don't understand. I know that they want you to use their stuff, but no, not popular with the majority of folks. It's gonna cost you some sales. So why do anything that's going to cost you sales? Engine is a 85 kilowatt per hour battery. You know about that, don't you, Jeff?
Kilowatt batteries. What does that translate to?
kWh.
No, what does it translate to horsepower?
213 horsepower.
Okay.
236 pound-feet of
That's not
torque. It is fast charge capable. I thought they all were, apparently not. Transmission, front-wheel drive, it's direct drive. Tow rating, $1,500, so if you want to go get you a little dirt trailer and tow it behind there, you can do that. Miles per gallon. Well, it's not gallon.
Kilowatt hours.
City is 117, highway for 100, combined for 109. We use 3.2 kilowatt hours over 235.1 miles. Does that mean anything to you, Mars?
Not a thing.
Please explain it to us, because I don't get it either. What I liked about it, the 319-mile range. And how did I do with that? Here's what I did. I went back and forth to work. Went to work. I had an 85% charge left. I plugged it in at work. Stayed there for 8 hours. Unplugged it, 100% charge.
Wow.
Took it home, 85% left. Plugged it in. Next morning I get to go to work. Great. 100%.
So at work it's a 110?
Yeah,
Okay.
110.
Right.
No fast charge. No level 2. So I could work with that, so it wasn't a bad deal. It's not rocket acceleration that so many of them brag about, what you would expect from an EV, but acceleration is good. It's not that
You don't need a rocket acceleration with that vehicle.
you don't with any of them really.
Yeah.
Ride
But
and
it's
handling.
fun.
It has a big car ride, but it doesn't have that heavy feeling to it that you get with most EVs. I don't know what they did. I don't know how they combated it. Maybe the batteries are smaller. I don't know. Doesn't have that. What could use improvement? Using the Equinox name, and also over on the gas model, even though it's the same name, those are two completely different models. Did you know that? They're
No.
completely different. It's kind of like the Ford Mustang Mach-E and the Ford Mustang. No. Why didn't you come up with another name? I know that the Equinox sells for you, but could you not come up with a Equino? Why? I don't know why they do that.
Unequal.
An equal no knocks.
Here's the actual selling thing for me. You know, EVs are pretty expensive overall.
Right.
Base trim price $33,600. Price is tested $50,000.
Oh.
Base model price $33,600. This is the entry level
For the EV.
For the
33.
EV. Yes, for the EV.
Oh, that's-
Now, let's go to the competitors. The Kia EV9 starts at $54,900. The Hyundai Ioniq 5 starts at $42,600.
Wow.
The Tesla Model Y starts at $44,900. In my estimation, a $33,000 start price for an electric vehicle, I'm in.
Well, for an SUV of that caliber with the capacity and stuff that it has, now it's not top of the line like you mentioned, but
No, but you know what? Who needs it? If you're going to travel between work and home for the majority of the time, well, this is a perfect vehicle.
It's
maybe
a
pick up the
CUV, not an
kids in the
SUV.
grocery store and stuff,
Yeah.
you know, some little side trips, but that's it.
That's it. And it's got plenty of juice. It works good. I like it. I vote for it.
Okay.
Very good.
When you get one, I don't know what you'll say. I know that you've had some issues with some EVs that you've gotten. Not this one. It's fine. Just saying.
There you go.
Hey, if you'd like to get in touch with us, shoot us an email. The address here is info@inwheeltime.com. We are back right here in Granbury, Texas, after this quick break.
You own a car you love. Well, why not let Gulf Coast Auto Shield protect it? Houstonian John Gray invites you to his state-of-the-art facility to introduce you to his specialist team of auto enthusiasts. We promise you'll be impressed. Whether you're looking to massage your original paint to a like-new appearance, apply a ceramic coating, install a paint protection film, nano-ceramic window tint, or new windshield protection called ExoShield, Gulf Coast Auto Shield is where Houston's car people go. Curbed your wheels? Instead of buying new, why not have them repaired? How about a professionally installed radar detector? Gulf Coast Auto Shield does that too. Get a peek inside the shop and look at the services offered by getting online and heading to gcautoshield.com. Better yet, stop by their facility at 11275 South Sam Houston Tollway, just south of the Southwest Freeway, and get a personal tour. Gulf Coast Auto Shield is your place to go for all things exterior. Call them today, 832-930-5655 or gcautoshield.com.
Okay.
The award-winning In-Wheel Time Car Talk Show now reaches 5.3 million folks each year. Check us out on InWheelTime.com, the Odyssey Radio app, YouTube, Facebook, and just about every other entertainment source out there, including our live broadcast every Saturday, 10 to noon Central Time. The In-Wheel Time Car Talk Show has informative automotive guest interviews, new car reviews, along with popular features including Jeff's Car Culture, the latest new cars, cruise-ins, and racing dates. It's InWheelTime.com. Join us. That's it for this podcast episode of the In-Wheel Time Car Show. I'm Don Armstrong, inviting you to join us for our live show every Saturday morning on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and our InWheelTime.com website. Podcasts are available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, iHeart Podcast, Podcast Addict, TuneIn, Pandora, and Amazon Music. Keep listening, and we'll see you soon.